Cereal catastrophe unleashed. So last Saturday, my roommate Jake and I were sitting around lamenting the eternal struggle of never having quite enough cereal to milk ratio in our bowls. You know, the classic problem where you pour the cereal first and it looks like a mountain, but then you add the milk and suddenly you're just swimming in a sea of soggy wheat. Jake, who recently read an article about Guinness World Records, had what he called a brilliant idea: why don't we just go all in and make the world's largest bowl of cereal? I, being a supportive friend and a sucker for absurd ambitions, immediately said yes. Now, here's where things started to get interesting. We needed a bowl big enough to make our mark, so after a few minutes on Amazon, Jake found a kiddie pool that was just right according to the reviews. It could fit at least 3 toddlers or, as we figured, about 200 servings of cereal. Not wanting to run short, we also ordered what we thought was a reasonable amount of milk. Somehow, reasonable turned into 50 gallons because Jake insisted, you can never have too much milk. 2 days later, a delivery truck showed up with enough milk to make an entire dairy farm jealous and a blue plastic pool that took up half our living room. We started assembling our masterpiece, and that's when our cat, Princess Marshmallow, decided she'd found her new favorite hangout spot. She leapt into the pool before we'd even finished pouring in the milk, and proceeded to lounge in the cold, creamy lake like a furry Cleopatra. We figured, hey, if anyone deserves to enjoy this monstrosity, it's her. But about 5 minutes later, Princess Marshmallow began to make the sort of noises you never want to hear from a cat, or any living creature, frankly. Without getting too graphic, let's just say our living room quickly became less Breakfast of Champions and more Biohazard Zone. That's when it hit us: Princess Marshmallow is, in fact, lactose intolerant. So not only did our world record attempt turn into a feline spa day, but we also had to deep clean the apartment while explaining to our landlord why the carpet smelled like a haunted ice cream truck. On the bright side, at least now we know, when it comes to cereal, our cat prefers her milk litter ally-free.